In Goals 1, one of the programs we talked about was offensive support, which is where to go to support the puck carrier. But just as important is when to go. The key to offensive support is arriving on time. That's timing, and that's what this program is all about.
The key to offensive support is arriving on time. That's timing. Watch these passes. In each case, the receiver arrives at the pass reception area on a good receiving angle, on time to take the pass in stride. That's timing. Timing doesn't happen by luck. It comes from on-ice thinking and communication between the passer and the receiver. Together, they see a potential pass reception area, and then they work together to time their play to make the pass work. And the onus to make the timing work is mainly on the receiver. It's up to him to read and react so that he arrives on time. The receiver, after visualizing the pass reception area, judges the time he has to get there before the pass will be delivered, and in many cases, he has to delay his arrival to be on time. He delays either by slowing his skating speed, then changing pace to accelerate into the pass reception area. Or he skates an indirect, longer route to the reception area to maintain speed and arrive on time. This reading of the time to set up and deliver the pass, and the distance to the pass reception area, and then his reacting with control skating, both of his speed and of his route to the reception area, is how the receiver makes the timing work. The read and reactive timing in a pass play always involves 3 C's. Control of the puck by the passer. The already mentioned communication between the passer and receiver. And finally, the collaboration between them to make the pass work. Watch those 3 C's of timing in this simulated game situation. As this player goes back to retrieve the puck in his end, his teammates who intend to make themselves potential pass receivers must be reading for him to take control of the puck. No pass play is possible until the passer has control of the puck. Next comes communication, and usually it's eye contact, which takes no more than a split second. From the reverse angle, notice how the puck carrier, as he takes control of the puck, is looking over his shoulder to read his options. Now, in that split second of seeing eye to eye, the passer and a receiver see a potential pass to a certain area on the ice. In other words, they visualize it before it happens, and this communication is vital to sync up the timing of the pass. The third C is the collaboration, or teaming up, to make the pass which they have visualized and communicated as possible. In other words, the pass receiver timing his skating into the pass reception area, knowing when the passer will be delivering the puck. That's timing. Watch the entire play again, and you'll see how control and communication set up the collaboration to complete the pass. But here's an important point. The passer always chooses which receiver he will communicate with and pass to. In other words, he reads his teammates and selects what he sees as the best option. And this time, the passer selects the man coming through the center lane as his receiver. Again, this receiver was watching for control, making eye-to-eye communication with the passer, and control skating to come into the pass reception area on time. Here's the same situation again, but this time the puck carrier doesn't make the pass initially to either man. He carries up ice and then passes. First to the center man, who has made himself a pass receiver again by going up the wing. And again, but now to the winger, who has made himself a pass receiver a second time by swinging into the center. This idea of players making themselves a pass option over and over again as the play progresses is basic to offensive support. And each time they do that, their control skating to be on time is what will make the play a success. Here's a Soviet goal set up by communication and timing.
Here's the 20-year-old Tatarinov shooting at the center on the fly. Picked up by Kamensky. He scores!
The defenseman has control behind the net. Notice the communication as the forward swings across, with the defenseman nodding to acknowledge he has seen him and knows the play. From that momentary sync-up, they now collaborate for a dramatic long pass up to center and a breakaway goal. The concept of timing can and should be taught in drills, and not just to youngsters. Listen to Terry Crisp, Calgary Flames Stanley Cup winning coach.
Timing is so important, and all these timing drills that you will see in this program are not necessarily used just to teach children, but they can be used at all levels of hockey. In fact, we use them in the NHL, and believe me, they are effective.
We'll start with a simple drill for younger players to learn the concept of timing by control skating. The object is to complete this pass in this reception area. The drill is set up off an initial pass like this, and finished off with a bit of puck carrying and a shot on goal. But the important learning part of the drill is the timing to complete the pass. When this man passes the puck in, he must watch to see that this man gets control, and he must skate wide and time his skating to be able to arrive in the pass reception area with speed. This indirect route away from the reception area is called taking back ice. Here's the national team doing the same timing drill. If the receiver arrives early or late, the pass is easily defended or breaks down. It's the receiver's control skating, here taking back ice, which allows him to time his arrival at the pass reception area so that he takes the pass with speed. This player delays by slowing down his skating to keep ice in front of him, and that's called saving your ice. In other words, you save some ice to accelerate through so that you can arrive in the pass reception area on time with speed. Now, in the simulation, we saw that sometimes the receiver arrives at the pass reception area on time, but for one reason or another, the passer does not always pass him the puck. What does that receiver do now? He makes himself a pass option again by control skating into a new potential pass reception area. Again, he may or may not get the pass. This time he did, but if he didn't, the support timing cycle repeats again. The previous drill we saw can be adjusted to teach the concept of making yourself a passing option a second time. The passer holds, and the receiver makes himself a pass option a second time, and this time he gets the pass. Here's another variation which also teaches the receiver to make himself a pass option twice. First supporting for this passer, and when he doesn't get the puck, then supporting for this passer. Timing drills like these force players to read and react to situations which they face in games. The players must stay alert and keep thinking to control their skating speed and route. Coaches, you can make the drills you presently do for passing and receiving timing drills too. Simply designate a reception area and get your receivers to arrive on time with speed. Here's another drill which shows a receiver controlling his skating to make himself a pass option for the same passer 3 times in rapid succession. The receiver times his skating knowing the first pass reception area is here before the passer gets behind the goal. Then, the next reception area doesn't appear until the passer gets clear from behind the net. And finally, if the passer continues to carry and turns up ice, the third reception area is up the wing. As we watch the 3 variations of this drill, note how it is designed to simulate a common game situation. That is important in designing drills because we want players to learn how to read and react to recurring game situations almost instinctively. The next timing drill forces receivers to think about staying onside as they make themselves passing options. The passer and receiver know that the first potential receiving area is here, and so the receiver swings and takes back ice so he can enter the receiving area with speed on a good receiving angle. A Of course, once he goes across the red line, if he hasn't got the puck, he's offside. And so now he can't take a pass until the passer gets over his own blue line. And he also has to be aware that he cannot be over the opposing blue line. Here's the same drill with the national team. Some receivers stop at the opposing blue line because they seem to think of it as an obstacle, and all they can think about is not going offside. But often, a better option is knowing that there's another potential pass reception area along the blue line, and control skating so you can break into this potential scoring opportunity reception area with speed. As you see, this is a full ice drill, going in both directions at once. This causes traffic, which means players must keep their heads up. Now progressing to a three-man drill, the first man goes in for a shot and picks up a loose puck, while the other two players are staggered behind. The second man control skates to time his arrival for a pass in this reception area at the near blue line. And the third man control skates to arrive for a second pass at this reception area in the center of the far blue line. And after he shoots, he picks up a loose puck and makes the first pass to start the drill in the opposite direction. Both receivers read for the passer to gain puck control. Then they react by using control skating to arrive in their pass reception areas on time with speed. A simple but very effective three-man full ice timing drill. And as Terry Chris mentioned earlier, it's useful from minor hockey to the pros. This next full ice drill goes in both directions too. On a whistle, it starts with a pass to the man in the center, then a return pass, and a shot on goal. Now here comes the timing. The shooter picks up another puck, comes back up ice and hits the other man with an onside pass in this pass reception area. It's up to this man to control his skating, both in speed and route, so that he will arrive in this reception area on time and on side. Watch it again. And notice how this man has to read when the passer will reach his blue line and time his arrival so the play is onside. Timing doesn't just happen. It's the result of on-ice thinking and communication so that players synchronize their play. Good receivers time their arrival into the potential reception area almost instinctively, but it can be learned by all players.
In both goals 1 and 2, we've shown you lots of drills for offensive support. And one of the key aspects of all those drills has been timing. So coaches, when you're designing your drills, whether they be passing, receiving drills or drills for offensive support, make sure you include timing. Timing is the key to offense.